Good morning, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to my channel and to your reading. Alrighty, Gemmy, in this reading, this is going to be a part 1 with a part 2 kind of reading. So I'm going to tap into your energy and see what is going on with you at this point in time. And if that resonates, stick around for part 2. In part 2, I'm going to pull some cards and see what is coming towards you in the next 3 months, okay? Do keep in mind, Gemini, this is still a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, all right? If you need to book a personal reading, or if you are interested in receiving a weekly free reading from me, make sure you check out the description box down below. It tells you how to get a hold of me and the social media platforms where I offer free readings. I'm also going live today, hopefully if I could finish in time, around 1 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're interested in that, follow me on TikTok. That's also down below for you, okay? Make sure you are checking out your other placements as well to get the full view of what's happening for you, okay? Alrighty, Spirit, let's do this. Allow me to tap into Gemini's energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is happening with Gemini? Show me Gemini's energy, their feelings, what's on their mind, anything that is troubling them. What is going on with Gemini? Alrighty. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So we have the Hermit. We have the Two of Swords. What else? We have the Sun. Oh, we have the Seven of Swords. Uh-oh. What else, Spirit? We have the Four of Pentacles. So far in Aries, Three of Pentacles, Taurus, and your reading, the number 4 keeps showing up. I don't know if there's some form of planet astrological event happening on November 4th. And we have the Seven of Cups. All right, so the signs showing up here may be in your chart. It may resonate with you or it may not resonate with you. It doesn't honestly matter. All right, so we have Leo, we have Virgo, and that's pretty much it so far. It could just be the energy that you are embodying, okay? So, Jemmy, some of you guys may be experiencing like you may be telling people your business, okay? You may be telling people your business for whatever it is that you're telling them. And I feel like, you know, whoever you're telling your business to, or talking about your personal business to, I feel like there's someone that's trying to give you guidance. There's someone that's trying to give you advice, someone that's trying to give you guidance. This could be somebody that's older than you. This could be somebody that, you know, already has gray hair, okay? But are you listening to their guidance, or are you telling yourself, you know, oh, you're just saying that because you're my dad? You know, you're supposed to say that. Or, you know, you're my best friend. Of course, you know, you're trying to you know, make me feel better. Of course you're saying that. That's your job, to make me feel better, right? You're my friend. You know, oh, of course you're telling me do this, that, and the third. You're just, you know, trying to help me out. You're just trying to support me. Right. We get that. Obviously you understand their intentions, but are you actually listening to what they're saying? Are you taking the time out to consider what they are saying? Okay? because I feel like there could be people that is giving their opinions. This is coming from not everybody, but this is coming from people that shared the same experiences that you've experienced. Therefore, we experience things not only as part of our, us evolving, but it's also so that we can share it with others that are new to it, that are just experiencing it. So it's all about sharing and passing down wisdom and knowledge. And I feel like you have people around you that is trying to give you advice because they've went through that stuff where they experienced it, so therefore they have the knowledge, they learned the lesson. Okay. But I feel like you're kind of just telling yourself, they're just, saying that because they have to, they're just trying to make me feel better, or, it's, that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting, okay, for a Gemini here. All right. So I feel like you should be taking it into consideration instead of just brushing it under the table because you prefer what you want the advice to be, or it's kind of like your ego is preferring a different set of opinions or a different set of advice versus the advice of, good advice from where it's coming from. Just saying. Okay. So with that being said, at the bottom here, Jemmy, you're also listening to other people, that may share the same experiences but did not learn the lesson. And I feel like those are the ones you're kind of leaning more towards. Okay, how do I say this? Jemmy, you're sharing, this is just an example, okay? This is just an example. Let's say you're dating someone or you're interested in someone, okay? But it's complicated. It's always complicated, right? When things are complicated, and I know a bunch of you guys are gonna fight me on it, but honestly, at the end of the entire experience, when we look back, then we can agree, right? So what I wanted to say is that when things are complicated, it's a red flag. It shouldn't be complicated for us. Things shouldn't, they're not supposed to be complicated, okay? But us humans make it complicated. So anyways, let's say you're into someone but it's complicated, or you broke up and you're still interested in your ex, you guys talk every now and then, blah blah blah, you still want to be back with your ex, but it's complicated. Okay, it's complicated. All right. So instead of taking advice from someone that's went through all that, lived through all that, they gained the experience, I'm talking about years into this, okay, instead of listening to those people, you're siding with the people that understand your complication, that are in complicated situations themselves. Those are the people that have not gained the lesson or the wisdom to give advice. And I feel like you're siding more with them than the ones that you should be. Just saying. Okay. Because I see here, because of that, it's throwing you off. It's throwing you out of alignment. It's making you not really sure of what's what. And at the end of it all of that, and the people, the one that you are leaning more towards that can resonate with your experience, they're just building up more illusions, more fantasies. They're feeding into that little bubble you created for yourself. You're just sharing that with others that have the same complicated bubble. All right. Interesting reading. All righty. Oh, I wanted to see that. Yep, look at that. Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups. You may be taking advice from others that you feel is similar to your situation or to you, instead of those that already went through it and, the whole process of that. basically. All right, so instead of clarifying to get more information, Jamie, we're going to clarify and see what messages spirits have to say about each energy that is showing up here for you, okay? Give me one moment. I got to check my phone. Sorry about that. I ordered Insta, the grocery, so I have to keep tabs on it. All right, let's see, Spirit. What do you have to say about each of these energies? Any advice for Gemini, please? All right, let's do this. Tell me about the Hermit. All right, so we have the Page of Cups. This is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian energy here. Again, what I was just saying, I keep seeing this Ace of Cups. What I was just saying, Jamie, spirits are saying, you know, don't look to these type of, you know, certain people for advice, especially, you know, people that are not emotionally mature or had enough of that type of experience to offer advice and guidance, okay? Don't turn to those type of people for advice. Just saying. Tell me about the Two of Swords. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, because you're leaning towards basically, and I know you might fight me on this, you know, but it's like we want to express what we're going through to people, you know, to certain type of people. We're drawn to that, you know, like versus if I go and I tell my mom I'm having, you know, a problem with this guy, she's gonna give me advice that I don't want to hear, which is going to be the advice of the truth. Okay, so I'm gonna sit here and say, you know, it's complicated. She doesn't understand it's complicated. No, it's in the reverse. I'm the one that's not understanding. I'm the one that doesn't get it. I'm the one that doesn't see it, you know? So instead, I'm looking to my mom like, you just don't understand. You're from another generation. You didn't have this back then. You know, this, that, and the third. So instead, I gravitate more towards those of around my age and that, you know, isn't all that experienced yet or hasn't went through everything yet, but you know, the things that they tell me, they get it. They understand that I'm in a complicated situation. So I gravitate more towards them than towards the one that, you know, is giving the real advice that I need to hear moving forward. So that's what I'm seeing here. Wow, interesting reading. Interesting. Tell me about the Sun. So we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. You know, the Six of Cups also talks about emotional maturity. All right. Emotional maturity. All right. So I just feel like, you know, since you feel unrestricted to talk about your complicated situations, whatever, it could be anything, to certain people, all right, there's a sense of like exchanging experiences with that, exchanging emotions with that, okay? And it just, I don't know how to explain this, Jamie. It just, it creates a habit, whereas, again, we are more gravitating towards those people for advice that are not really experienced or, you know, emotionally mature or emotionally intelligent, you know? So you just gotta pay attention to the advice that's coming out and who it's coming from. Okay, it just seems like that's very important. That's like the highlight of this message here. You know, instead of like wanting to turn to these people because they allow you to express yourself about this complicated situation, which makes you feel like, okay, I can, you understand me because you're listening to me and you're agreeing with me, and It makes you want to turn to them even more, avoiding uh the person that's in the hermit energy, which is, this is somebody very experienced, very wise. They've been through all this stuff, okay, and they had to, do the work. They had to do that introspection. They had to observe. And instead you're turning away from those people for advice, or not listening to them when they tell you things about your situation. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Spirit, what do you have to say for the Seven of Swords? I saw that Ten of Cups. So we have the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy. Spirits are saying, when you're on your journey, all right, when you're on your journey of life, okay, especially, spiritual journey, your personal journey, whatever, pick a timeline, all right, if you are traveling on this journey, not feeling confident of where you're heading, you're not sure, okay, then there's a red flag. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. You cannot travel on your journey and you're going straight to success, but you're having all this fear and doubt and worry. No. Then there's a reason why you're feeling all that fear and doubt. You know what I mean? Then you're not on the path you're supposed to be on. So it doesn't mix. You can't have all this fear and stress if you are on the right path. It's just that's not aligned. That's not what you call an alignment. So that doesn't make sense. So, okay, I feel like you're over here making excuses, and you're making excuses, but at the same time you're like, I am on the right direction, but at the same time there is some form of deception or dishonesty that you're having, not really being transparent with yourself, okay, because you just want to continue to think positive, but yet it's not really matching up or aligning with your true emotions. And I know that a part of you is in doubt. A part of you is concern. There is a doubt there. You're not 100% or 1,000% certain. So if you're not 100 and 1,000% certain of something, that is a red flag. Okay. And don't allow these unexperienced, friends, people, humans get inside your head and make you think you're heading in the direction you're supposed to, because it's false. It's false. Look at that. Spirit, tell me about the Four of Pentacles. What do you have to say about the four? And it came out. Yep, Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. I feel like you're listening to the hype. Okay? You're listening to the hype, or you just want to be a part of what other people are going through, what they're experiencing. Maybe you just want to be a part of that, or you're putting yourself in that category with those people that are experiencing the same thing you're experiencing at that moment, but there's no wisdom behind it. There's no lesson learned. There's no process that they went through it and came out on top from. Okay? You need to surround yourself with people that are not below your level or what you're going through, or is currently going through what you're going through. Certain things. You need to surround yourself at this time with people that are above that already lived it, already done it, already came out on top from it. That's who you need to be listening to. That's who you need to surround yourself with at this moment in time. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Spirit, what do you have to say about the Three of Pentacles? The Four of Wands. Again with these fours. My groceries are here. Clack, 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 clack. Oh, anyways. Okay. So here I feel like spirits are trying to say, okay, take advice or talk talk with those that are very close to you. Very, very close to you. I'm talking about family members. Okay. I'm talking about teachers. I'm talking about mentors. Okay. I'm talking about, if this is about a relationship, get guidance from someone that's married. Married. Okay. Get your guidance from them. Ask questions from those type of people. Just saying. Okay. Alrighty, Spirit, tell me about the I was going to say Wands, Two of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands. What's throwing you off is that there's something here. There's something here that you are fighting for. You are defending. Okay. And it's like when you're in that energy where you're not open to at least listen to other people's advice and experiences, when you give off that energy of being defensive, people can pick that up real quick. You can say one word and they can already detect it. Trust me. So when you're in this energy, it's going to push people that can give you the proper information that you need. The universe sends people to speak to us, to give information to us for it. All right. So when you're pushing all that away, you're kind of pushing the universe's help away from you. And when people sense that you're in that Seven of Wands energy, they're going to agree with you. They're not going to speak their mind or say their opinion or what they can see that you can't see. And they're not going to give you any advice. And then looking back after you experience what you went through, you're going to look back and say, how come you didn't tell me this? Why did you just agree with me? You just let me, make a fool out of myself? No, no, no. You made them feel like it didn't matter what they can tell you. There's no changing your mind. And they knew that you were going to have to learn for yourself. Why? Because they were in your shoes. Just saying. Wow, Jemmy, this video is taking longer than expected. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. All right, let's do the Seven of Cups, and then we will move into the part 2 of your reading. And we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands. So whatever this complicated situation that you find yourself in, Jemmy, all right, you will learn from it. You will learn from it with that Nine of Wands, okay? The Nine of Wands is like a wounded warrior, okay? So in order to become a warrior, we have to go through battles. We have to go through challenges. We have to, you know what I mean? We have to go through all that stuff. That's how we get the title that we're a warrior. Or chow, I can't say it. All right. So I do see you coming out on the other end this way, but I do see this being, you kind of put yourself in that direction, but at the same time, this is going to be beneficial for your growth, okay? All right. Now, for those that resonated with this reading, let's move on to part 2 and see what is coming towards you in the next 3 months. In the next 3 months, Spirit, tell me about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for the next 3 months. What is coming towards Gemini in the next 3 months? What is coming towards Gemini in the next 3 months? Ciao. Oh, I think I was... In the next 3 months, Spirit, what is coming towards Gemini? Alrighty. that is just wild. When I shuffle when I shuffle the deck for cards to come out, it always lands on 8 cards. Impressive. Alrighty, so we have the Devil. This is Capricorn energy. We have the Empress. This is Libra Taurus energy. We have the Temperance, Sagittarian energy. So far, you're getting all Okana cards. We have the Fool, Aquarian, Aries energy. Wow, so the top part is Okana cards. So this is very heavy message from Spirit. And then the bottom is your energy. So we have the Five of Cups. We have the Six of Swords, King of Wands, Leo, Aries energy, and we have the Five of Pentacles. So you have 2 5s here, Jemmy. I feel like for some of you guys, you might want to pay attention. January 5th. Okay. With the full card here, I was trying to see what the 5th day of the month was going to be. But with the full card, they showed me, new year, new month. So January 5th, Jemmy. All right. So save this video. If you can remember after January 5th, come back. Let me know what ended up happening for you. But I'm definitely seeing January 5th, something happening for you. Okay. What are we? November, December, January. Yep, within the next 3 months. So this could pan out January 5th, or spirits could tell you, is probably telling you, you have till January 5th to change this. Okay. All right. All right, Jemmy. So for the top row that I'm getting here, which is, blows my mind with these certain Okana cards that are coming out. So if you look towards this part here with the Fool, you see how his back is faced all of these Okanas, right? And he's just like ignoring, the energy of what the Devil brings, the energy of what the Empress in the reverse brings, the energy what the Temperance brings. He's putting his back towards all of these essential things that he needs to be aware of, and he's just jumping off the ledge. He's just jumping off the ledge into the darkness. You can see like a shadow here of like a ghost or something. So he's just going to jump off the ledge into the darkness, leaving everything of, light, practicality, just anyways. So jumping off the ledge here with his back turned from all these energies. So basically, I feel like this is a message, okay? And like I said, for you guys, I was getting January 5th. That's how much time you have to make a difference here with something or work on something. I'm not sure why. Again, you would have to let me know on January 5th what happened for you guys, or what you experienced within that time frame. All right. But it's like, with the Empress in the reverse, okay, this is the opposite of expansion. This is the opposite of fruition. This is the opposite of self-growth, self-care. It's the opposite. Okay? So it's like when it's like you think you're vibrating in the Empress energy, not realizing that you are in the Empress in the reverse. Okay? And so what's bringing this energy down is because the Devil's energy is being given more life. You're feeding more into the Devil energy and not realizing that. You think you're feeding into your Empress energy. Okay? Or this can also be a neglect on your self-worth. This could be a neglect on your self-care. This could be a neglect What's the word I'm looking for? Spirit. You know what this looks like? This looks like I saw this on TikTok. Dark feminine energy. That's what it looks like. So you got to be careful that you're not vibrating in that energy. And I'm not trying to say dark feminine energy is bad, or I mean, I don't even, I'm not sure what that is. But I see it a lot on TikTok. But it's like, you're allowing something to consume you that is blocking your blessings. It is blocking expansion, you ascending, you growing, it's you may end up neglecting yourself or self-care, or some aspect of yourself that needs attention. So you need to be more focused for the next 3 months on flipping the Empress energy back upright. Okay. With the Temperance here, again, it's like you're feeding more energy into the devil, okay, which is neglecting your Empress side or your femininity side. All right. And with the Temperance here, there's no balance, there's no harmony, there's no alignment. You're putting all that energy more into the devil. Okay. And so the devil talks about some form of attachment that we have to something. Okay. And I kind of feel like people around you have been talking semi a little bit of what I'm saying, and you just have your back turned. You're like, you guys don't know what you're talking about. I feel good. I know what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna jump off the ledge, and the universe is gonna catch me. The universe is gonna catch me from fall off the plane. It's this is like, the Fool card isn't really caring about, the consequences or the risks. They're just going for it. Okay? And this can kind of do something to yourself, and you may not realize this till afterwards. Okay? So use this time, especially if you're in separation from someone, just take a break and come back to yourself. Give some TLC to yourself. Focus more on yourself, and what you need to happen for yourself, or your body, or for your emotions or your mental state. Just be more focused on yourself, because I see you coming out of alignment, not only with what is destined for you, but you're going to start disconnecting from yourself, Gemini. Okay? You're going to start disconnecting from yourself, and this is going to lead you right here. Right here. Okay? Regret, remorse, victimizing yourself. Your insecurities are going to get triggered. You're going to feel less confident about yourself in the direction that you're going, and you're not, the only way that you're going to be able, because once the damage is done, it's done, right? So the only way you're going to be able to overcome this is if you sit with yourself with that Six of Swords, and see what you've learned about yourself, about the experience, about the advice you took, about what you didn't take and what you did take. Okay? That this is what I see happening for you. The next 3 months is going to be a transitional phase for you. Okay? And this is why. This is what it's doing to you, your situation. All right? So I can't believe we hit to 34 minutes. Wow, I'm so sorry. But if this resonated for you, make sure to hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Don't forget about January 5th. I wish you nothing but the best, my loves. And I will see you on the next one.